Well, this was a request from a subscriber. He'd reached out to me wanting to know if I'd ever had any issues with my side door as far as, whistling, making noise, drafts, air going through, and all that kind of stuff. And I say, yeah, I have, and I think I've got it solved pretty well. And then it dawned on me I never made a video of it, so I thought, well, if he's having problems with it, I'm sure other people are too. So when we first got this RV many years ago, that's one of the first things I noticed going down the road. Man, it was noisy. Wind was whistling around the door. You could feel the cold air coming through it. So I started, and over the years, I've tried different things, and this is kind of my final solution. And well, first let me show you how. This is the first test to do, I guess, with your door. Here, let me close the door, and I'll show you how tight this piece of paper fits. Okay, so my door is closed, and you can see how tight that is. Very tight seal, no matter where I go around the door, even in the door hinge. You can see here in the door hinge, I got good, barely pull it out. It's good tight fit. And that's the way all the way around the door. Of course, I made another video about how to adjust everything. Oh, sorry, I had an interruption. I had a phone call come in. But as I was saying, a while back, I made a video on how to adjust the door mechanism, how to take all this apart. And of course, you can adjust your door strike here to make the door close tight, but that's usually not enough. There's a lot of other issues going on here. So let me show you some of the materials I used. Of course, you can see up close here, this is this big piece of foam. And of course, we got a little rubber seal from the factory that really didn't do much of a good job. So, and this foam I've used is right down here. Had to roll this left over. Actually, what I use this on is on metal roofs. Put metal roofs on houses, and you put this down on the valley. When you put in a valley, it's got peel and stick. You stick it down, then you put the metal roof on top of it, and it seals the hump area. Keep water from backing up and going underneath the valley flashing. So, and I think this is called open cell foam. It's a 1 inch by 1 inch. You can buy it on Amazon, Home Depot, any place has it. But that's what I used here because I had such a large gap to fill. And that has worked really well as far as getting me a good tight seal and keeping out the cold air. Something else I did, because of this little bitty flimsy seal here, you can see when you open it up, I put a piece of fuel line in there. This is, where's my fuel line at? Hang on. Okay, so here's what I use. This is called DK Super Tubing. Actually, I used this back in the day when I used to race go-karts because we use it for fuel line, and it stays really soft and pliable. So it made for a really good something to put behind this rubber seal so it wouldn't collapse. So it would create a really tight seal when it closed. You can see I got it going all the way down, all the way up and down the door because it fit right in there really well. And I'll show you on this side. So over here, I've got that 1 inch by 1 inch foam again. And I pulled this back because it's got the peel and stick on it. I stuck it in there, and it helps keep this rubber piece stuck out and the door hits. It just gives a really good wide seal. And you see I done it all the way up across the top. And you see even over here, so we still got the same little seal. To tighten it up, that's a different size fuel. And this is actually fuel line out of it's called Tygon fuel line from, we put that in weed eaters. So I ran that all the way up through there. So it would keep that from compressing. So when I close the door, we could get a real good tight fit. Now down around the door strike, I didn't have to do that because I was getting a really good tight fit already. But it's like once you get above the door strike, the higher you go, the less compression we have. Now, I've left this part alone. All that seems to seal really well on its own. Something else I did, just to show you a little bit more here. See how it goes all the way up through there. One more thing I did to help, I think it helps a little bit, is my mirror. I've got my mirror, let me get a better shot here. Now I believe this may play a part also. See, if our mirror is sitting more straight like this, you got the flat side heating the air, causing a whole lot more air turbulence and noise. So what I've done, I adjust my mirror in as far as I can until I can still see the side of the RV. So let's do some adjusting here. So what I've done here, I've pulled my mirror in at an angle as much as I can and still see the side of the RV, because you can see some little buttons here. So if I move it to the right, you see it goes to the right. If I go to the left, I've got it as far as it'll go right there. So that's its stopping point. So that's its stopping point, and I can still see alongside the RV. Now let me show you what it looks like from the outside. So I can still see alongside the RV, but you'll notice my angle. See how it is? So when the wind's coming through, when it hits the windshield and then comes around, it's more of a glancing blow instead of being hitting it straight on. So if I had it adjusted like this, then the air hits it straight on. I think it may cause more air turbulence and more noise. So that might be a trick for you also. Move that mirror in as much as you can, and then also adjust your mirror to the point so you can still see down the side of the RV. So I think that'll help with some of the noise also. So to recap, just get you some different foam, get you some different sizes, different thicknesses, and just play with it. That's kind of what I did over time till I got a good tight seal all the way around, and I cut down all that wind noise. So that's worked for me. Hopefully it'll work for you. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. See ya. Bye.